Hi guys, Delia with Plant-Based Potential. I know it's been a really long time since I've gotten on the camera, but I feel like I need to kind of try and step into that space again, so here I am. And today I wanted to just kind of go through what I was making this evening, just because it's what I have and that's what I have to offer, so that's what you get. Um, I also wanted to tell you guys about an upcoming cooking class. I just have reserved an Airbnb for May 23rd, and I'm doing what I call the Walnut Awakening. We're doing 4 different recipes using walnuts as like the main base of the recipe, and it's really good. We're gonna have something you can use breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert. Swear to God, it's so good, and it's good for you. But with that, I am gonna move into what I'm making, which is I pre-made this. It's a seitan chicken recipe that I have. Today I'm keeping it pretty simple as far as the preparation after the initial preparation, because it's usually a 2-part process where I create the batter and then I allow it to cool in the fridge for 24 hours, and or if I like this one for example, I put in the freezer and it thawed out, so I'm ready to use it. So I was just going to show you guys what I do and how I prepare this. Pretty sure I've done a video like this before, but that's okay. Here we are again. So I'm going to just move the camera over a smidge here and give you a little view. Welcome to my new kitchen, by the way. I recently moved. Alright, so when preparing seitan chicken from scratch, you're gonna get your dough ball and put it into this tin foil and then steam it. And then, you guys, knock it off. So you're gonna steam it and oh, excuse me, and then put it in the fridge. Let it cool, and then obviously this doesn't look super appealing. I would not suggest eating it whole like this. So this is usually my technique once I get that part of the process done, is I kind of just rip this apart into little chunks. And when I put it in my cast iron skillet, it's gonna get a little sear on it. It's gonna look a little more realistic, which will make it be a little more aesthetically pleasing on your plate. So that's kind of what we're going for, is something that is more aesthetically pleasing when preparing this seitan chicken. So, usually I marinate this in some sort of, maybe a lime juice or lemon juice with lemon pepper and mustard, or maybe I'll do a cilantro, lime and garlic, or whatever flavor I'm trying to achieve after the process. Sometimes I'll just season it with a poultry seasoning, which is kind of like a sage, thyme, whatever, poultry seasoning, whatever that is. So anyway, so here's our little pile of seitan chicken, and I'm gonna just throw it in this bowl and put a little bit of olive oil on it, and then I'm gonna grab some salt really quick. And then I'm gonna just kind of give this a little mix around. And then I'm going to, actually give me a hot second here, I'm going to just rinse my hands. Alright, so now I'm going to put it on the frying pan. I don't usually do a deep fry, so I'll put a light layer of olive oil on the pan for searing. So here we go. And give you guys a little extra light. So just a kind of a drizzle. And then I'm gonna let this heat up for a hot second. While that's heating up for a second, I also wanted to share with you guys, now I'm gonna be reheating this, but I made brown rice with cilantro and lime, a little bit of salt, so there's a lot of flavor to this, which is why I'm not seasoning the chicken today, because this is pretty flavorful. And then I know a lot of you guys have a crock pot at home, and you should utilize it every week if you can, every other week. But I've prepared a pot of pinto beans, so that's gonna be my dinner tonight. Some pinto beans, which easily can be turned into refried beans if you prepare it right. Some seitan chicken, some rice. We have pretty much a combination of all protein sources here, so if that's ever a question of like where are you getting your protein, right here. And typically throughout the day I try and incorporate like my fresh fruits in the morning. At lunch I had I'll have like a salad or like cucumbers, and what else did I have this week? Some like a tuna, like a sunflower seed tuna salad type thing. Like I try and incorporate more veggie type stuff in the lunch hour because I work outside, so I need something light, refreshing, hydrating, all that jazz. But here, this is getting there, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this another little viewski here. And then typically I like to use the tongs when cooking this chicken, because I can flip each little piece around as needed. And I am just getting used to using an electric stove, so sometimes this heat bar gets really crazy. You gotta just try and keep it under control. But yeah, essentially this is it. I'm gonna just hang out with you guys for a minute while this sizzles, and I'll do a little flip so you can see what I'm talking about. But pretty much you'll just kind of chill with your food for a minute. You don't need to move it around too much. Let it cook for some time. In the meantime, this girl does not own a microwave, so I have to do pretty much everything on here or in the air fryer refry thing, which is fine because I think microwaves make things taste funny, but also it can be slightly a pain in the ass, just saying. So I'm gonna just heat up a little bit of this for myself tonight, and then tomorrow I'll prepare a little bit for lunch maybe, or just have it again this weekend as my leftovers. That's even better the second day. All right. All right. So we got our sizzle going here. Take a look. See how it's kind of browning a little bit? That's what we're looking for. And also, like, it helps with the texture of the seitan to cook it again. If you just ate it without preparing it a second time, it's gonna have a weird consistency. So other times I've also barbecued these on skewers with other veggies. You can bake them in the oven. You can grill it if you want, like cut it into planks or whatever and try it that way. But there's various ways, and sometimes I'll slice it up and make like little small chunks if I'm doing like a Parmesan, a Alfredo sauce that I do, a cashew Alfredo, so it'll be like a chicken Alfredo. Yeah. So, and sometimes, like, depending on how it's going, you might want to like flip it a couple of times just to get other parts of the chickun that you're not seeing get a little fry on the pan. Oh, also, if you guys decide, if you ever do this or take my cooking class and we make it, you take it home and you marinate it. Do not marinate it in like a lime juice or lemon juice or vinegar for very long, because it will soften the texture of this and it will become almost sloppy, like just a really not good texture. So if you do marinate it, only marinate it for about 15 minutes and then you can throw it on the pan. Right? So I think you guys are kind of picking up what I'm putting down here as far as the preparation goes. I mean, and then you can dip it in barbecue sauce or hot sauce or whatever the hell you want. So let me get back here and just say thank you guys so much for following me all these years, since like the 2020 bullshit and just all the chaos of my life and my existence, and just sticking with me, and I'm trying to stick with it. And I hope some people can show up to my cooking class coming up, and yeah, have a great weekend. I'll talk to you guys soon.